Bugal kag dungog sang Iloilo ang pagradwar sang isa ka pure Ilongga sa luwas sang pungsod bilang with highest honor ukon Summa Cum Laude. Si Jayan Longno ukon Jai, 21 anyos ang ginbunag kag nagdako sa San Diego, California, apang lunsay gikan sa Iloilo ang iya mga ginikanan. Siya ang nagradwar sa San Diego University sang damlaglang sa kurso nga nursing.
Hi, I'm Jai Longno. A lot of people also call me Jai as my nickname. I'm 21 years old and I'm from San Diego, California. And my family, we are originally from Iloilo. My mom's side is from Dueñas, I believe. My dad's side, I forgot, but they immigrated here around 2002. And then a year later, I was born here.
Suno sa iya nga napili niya ang kurso nga nursing bangod man sa impluwensya sang iya iloy nga isa ka nurse kag sa iya nakita nga importansya sang mga tawo nga nagaatipan sa mga pasyente.
So in high school, I knew Filipinos, it was very typical to go into the nursing field. And so for me, I was kind of against that. I wanted to do my own different thing. But during my senior year of high school, I realized how much stability nursing had in the field, and everyone needs nurses. So during the pandemic, while my mom, she was also a nurse, she worked night shifts. At the hospital. I cared for my grandma at home to protect her from exposure. And caring for my grandma during her most vulnerable state made me realize how human connection is important and how such a huge impact caring for someone in those times makes everything special. And so I realized I wanted to be that change in other people's lives. And so that's why I became a nursing major at San Diego State University. I was blessed enough to make it into a direct entry program. Um, Really hard program. I want to say about over 10,000 people applied to that school, and I was lucky enough to be one of the 140 people or students that got in. And after that, I learned more about like nursing. I started becoming more health conscious, and that sparked my interest into the field.
Ginako man sini nga hindi nangin mahapos ang iya pag-eskwela bangod man sa kamahal sang pagpangabuhi sa Amerika, apang nagapasalamat naman ini sa ginhatag nga suporta sang iya pamilya ilabi na sa pinansyal nga aspeto.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe I graduated with highest honors. I feel like with the thanks of my family, friends, a lot of my family members are also nursing, so I definitely reached out to them for advice on study tips, but I honestly couldn't have done it without my friends and my close roommates. We all studied together and I have study buddies, and yeah, I wouldn't have done this without my support system. So, going into my first year of college, I lived on campus. It was definitely a lot of money, especially in America. I'm not gonna lie, I am in debt. I have to pay off my debt. But I would say it was worth it. I'm really happy that my family was able to help fund my college career. Not entirely, of course, I had to take out some loans, but at least for my first 2 years of college, I lived on campus in the dorms, and that was a huge support. I saw my family probably like 3 times a month. It was definitely a big adjustment. I got homesick, even though my school was 20, 30 minutes away. But living on campus, I learned how to be independent, how to not rely on my parents, how to fight for myself, make friends, and yeah, not really be dependent on um, my parents, even though they did, support and help fund me. I was able to, find how to have a job on campus, how to study, how to make a schedule for my own.
Suno kay Jai, wala niya ginaekspektar nga makuha ang pinakamataas nga rangko kag tuman ang iya kalipay nga ginselebra sang tanan ang iya kadalagan pati na sang iya mga pamilya sa Dueñas.
I have Facebook Messenger. That's like the main source of communication with my family there in the Philippines. Just last week, they hosted a graduation party for me, even though I
Wow.
wasn't. And a lot of my parents, friends, and family celebrated me, and it was just a great feeling to know I have that support system there, and I definitely want to visit and meet everyone.
Mensahe naman sini sa mga kapareho niya nga Ilonggo nga luyag man mag-eskwela sa luwas sang pungsod kag magkuha sang kurso nga nursing nga dapat magtuon gid sa pagbalanse sa mga butang kag magpamati gid sa advice sang ginikanan kag mga abyana.
My message to them is having balance. Something I wish I told myself going into my first year of nursing school is to not put so much pressure on yourself. Yes, I graduated summa cum laude, but that's because I was able to balance my health, well-being, my fitness, and every aspect of my life. You should feed every aspect of your life, and you know, don't neglect your friends and family. They're there to support you, and your real friends will understand how busy you are. Because if you think about it, your life isn't all about school. Yes, it's a big factor, but you have different aspects of your life that you need to attend to. So, yeah, definitely focus on everything. Once again, I'm Jayan Longno. Madamo Ginya Salamat Datak RMN.